Matt decided to take the car out for a spin. It was rewarding and inspiring to him to admire the fact that he was in the middle of nowhere, although it was a harsh reminder of his personal frame of mind. The hotel poolside was a place of solace for him. It was where he could find restitution for all that troubled him from days prior. He had spent enough time there already, though, and it was about time to get out and shake off the buzz that he had been nursing for the last 3 days. The weather was clear and his mind was not. Unfortunately, his recent existential crisis had left an impression upon him as he waxed and waned through the canyons of Los Angeles. His imagination wandered aimlessly. He quickly recollected what had brought him to this current frame of mind, and why did Kurt Cobain kill himself after all? Thanks for nothing, I guess. Should he take it personally? I mean, why did he feel so entitled to what might have come along had he not? This was really a metaphor for Matt's own questionable lack of productivity. He was thousands of miles from home, and the sunsets were so remarkable. In one case, you could argue that the landscape was almost nothing. In other cases, you might say that there was more than you could possibly imagine. The trip back in the other direction seemed so daunting that Matt almost considered making this place his home. He couldn't escape the thought, however, that maybe he was leaving something behind, or he was being left behind. He pulled over and contemplated the hair on his face and decided he'd nap for a while. In the past, this had brought Matt some clarity in situations where he'd felt so conflicted. His dreams were riddled with frustration and joy simultaneously. He'd paced the earth looking for this one simple quick solution as to what was to be next. All the things he'd loved, he decided, never seemed to come to him if he sought them out. All the things he'd thought mundane, he also considered, seemed to come so easily. Sylvie was a fantastic distraction to all of this. He felt a burst of energy in his chest that radiated out to his shoulders. And he woke up. There was a dry taste in his mouth. He quenched it with a cup of tea and a breath of fresh morning air. He didn't smoke, but he smoked anyway, and counted how many days were left till he'd return to his opposite home where nobody really drives. There's no snow in the winter. Now he remembered what made him go there in the first place. If only he could embrace that feeling. The feeling of enjoying that single moment, that single day, that single and simple bit of pleasure that comes from living in the present. After all, when we enjoy the present, it's because we are reminded by it of pleasures we've had in the past.